What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more acid-techno, and specifically we're back with some more acid dub techno. We're going to listen to a track on my good friend and one of my favorite producers' labels. We're talking Bad Boy P and his Getafix label, and specifically this is the Anarko Dub Tekno, let's say, sub-label of the label. We're going to listen to a new track that he made with one of the all-time legends and another one of my all-time favorite producers, McAffer, aka Jah Scoop in this case, also known, I think, most famously as the Geezer. I've mentioned it in a million places on Discogs, as well as many video reactions in the last year. He'll always be one of my favorite producers, going way back to the 90s, through the aughties, when, you know, some producers and labels stopped what they were doing or went on to like different styles, and then right up into the present, still making amazing acid techno and a massive acid dub techno, as well as, you know, acid-less techno, and some other genres that maybe I don't follow as closely. But bottom line, he's a legend. Like, if you know acid techno, you don't need me to explain that to you. And it's a tune made with, and again, on the label of, one of my very favorite humans on planet Earth, Bad Boy Pete. One of my favorite producers. His tracks just have relentless energy. They have those warehouse rocking sonics, kick drums that could shatter the floor and your mind. Just relentless, sharp acid. Absolutely love his work. And again, I've been able to become friends with him in the last few years, initially through a mutual friend. And yeah, ultimately, I just love the way he thinks about music. I've gotten to see a little bit of his process when it comes to putting a tune together, and the way he makes a tune is very impressive and exciting to someone who doesn't have a background in production, only DJing. So bottom line, two of my favorite producers coming together to make an acid dub techno track. It's amazing. And what's more amazing is when I saw this on Stay of Forever's website, I just snagged it. Didn't listen to any previews. Not only will Pete and Geezer, will I buy their music blind, meaning without having listened, but these days, you know, if I'm going to get a record, it's sort of like, well, you know, I could save that experience for a reaction and sort of, you know, have it to think about and talk about in the moment, rather than just, you know, listening online and then, well, okay, now I'll do the reaction, but I already know what it sounds like. So bottom line, I haven't heard anything on this record. There's the original version, which we'll listen to now, as I said, Jah Scoop and Bad Boy Pete, but there's also a Sterling Moss remix, always heavy kick drums, always, you know, destructive percussion and absolutely energetic acid work. Benji 303, I mean, you know, he knows his groove, he's got his acid style. You know, it's a type, he's an artist where if I hear a track, you know, for a few bars, generally speaking, I'll know it's his, so looking forward to that one. And then Bad Boy Pete does his own remix of the tune. So really looking forward to going through the whole thing. Once again, shout out to Pete as well as Geezer. And we're going to start with, as I said, the original. So this is Bad Boy Pete versus, I think it's styled as, yeah, Jah Scoop versus Bad Boy Pete. And this is Teklarking on Getafix 18 2023. If I didn't just look at the label, I would say, okay, is this a Pete tune? It feels like some Pete sonics. In the back, phasing in from some other dimension. a haunting tension to the song. This right here is part of why I love acid dub techno, because like the acid's sharp, it's snarling, but the rest of the sonics they're smooth, they have flow, so it has this nice tension. Sampling, but I love her voice. Acid getting more insistent. Whizzling away, waiting to be let out of the cage again. I love that. That acid work there could be on one of Guy's sheet acid releases. Warehouse rocking. Might have one more flourish in the bag. So mixing out of this tune, that vocal just floating over whatever you're coming in with. The mixing possibilities. Music to my ears. Literally as a music aficionado and figuratively as a DJ. One of my favorite hard acid, on the edge of acid core tracks by Xylo, Revis Partis. It has this outro where this female vocal just, it flows and it flows and it's, there's no kick drum. It's like, I've used that to devastating effect over the years. I feel like there are possibilities here. Nevertheless, a fantastic tune. I feel like it was a nice blend of what I understand, some of their sonics to be. It felt like some of the acid work had that geezer flavor. It felt like the percussion, especially the kick drum, had some of the Pete intensity. So I enjoyed the synthesis of the styles. Again, I love acid dub techno for the reason I elaborated, because again, it has this it's in this weird place where it's smooth and flowing, but it's also, you know, electric, vibrant, acidic. So it has this odd tension where it's both smooth and energetic. And yeah, as someone who spent many, many years listening to different types of reggae, it's just like the synthesis of two things that I already loved before. And it's like, wait, you're going to put them together? It's like when I first started hearing hardcore with hip hop samples. It's like, oh, I like hip hop and reggae, to be fair. And I like hardcore. And now there's these tracks, you know, where it's like the breakdown, it's all hip hop, the hip hop samples. And I was like, oh my God, it's like two things I love together. Well, it's the same with acid dub techno. So really love this stuff. We're going to go through this whole record. I think I'll go to the Pete remix next. I got to see what Pete does when he takes, you know, full control of the sonics for what we just heard, you know, working off of that template. So let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.